So to enter the calibration menu, it's an extension of the tuning menu. So press and hold Shift and press the Link Tuner button. And you will see the 8 RGB buttons are where the calibration settings are stored and recalled. The active calibration setting is shown by the white highlighted RGB button. So currently setting 7 is active. If I want to load another of the stored settings, I can simply press that button. If none of the buttons are highlighted, this means that the default volt per octave setting, which ships with the tetrachords, is currently active. So to save a calibration setting, simply select one of the 8 slots. In this example, I'm going to use slot 7. And then you go through the tuning process. If you don't know how to do that, check out the video on the simple tuner. So I plug my oscillator back into trig in 1. Always have to use trig in 1 for tuning, no matter which CV out you're trying to tune. And then once it's in tune with middle C, I can start the calibration process. And to start, I press the right button. So I'm going to select setting 7 and press right. Now the calibration process has started. You can see on the LED ring there's a graphical representation of the process, and I'm going to turn up the oscillator so you can hear what's happening. Basically, it's running from the lowest voltage to the highest voltage and listening to what's coming back from your specific oscillator and storing the difference as a custom calibration. So this is really helpful if you are trying to do like proper polyphony or like paraphonic patches and you want your weird oscillators or even your normal oscillators, but they're from different brands. They have different sort of drift over their entire range. If you want them to be dead in tune across their entire range, then like this is how you do that. Okay, so now the process is finished and it has saved that calibration that we just did to calibration setting 7. So now I can exit the tuner, and anytime I want to recall that calibration, I just go back into the tuner, activate 7. Okay, so I have gone through previously and I have calibrated the 4 CV outputs of the tetrachords to the 4 CV inputs of this Doppler quad VCO. So I just want to show you what that sounds like when you have 4 oscillators completely in tune. Okay, for this example, I'm going to link all the CV outputs, the 4 CV outputs, to track 1. If you don't know how to do that, check out the CV outs video or the second patch CV video. Select a note and trigger that note. So that is 4 oscillators playing the same note. And there's a 4-voice chord. If I go way up with one of the notes, it is very in tune across the whole range. So that is how you calibrate and save and load custom calibrations on the tetrachords.